Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody,
stadium,
and
and the
welcome
players
to
on the
today's
pitch are
match.
raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, don't worry too much about sophistication and style where Gennaro Gattuso's involved, but my goodness me, despite all of that, he's priceless to any team, isn't he?
Yeah, he's living proof of the benefits of keeping it simple, Peter. He's there to win the ball, and once he does that, he's just going to play it short and stick to his position a little deeper in midfield.
Which all sounds very easy, but it's brought him one mighty pile of success down the years.
And it works a treat, provided he's paired with the right folks around him.
He's got full! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Passing is crisp and sharp. Played out towards the right wing.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
It is a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Hullet, distributed tidily. Tries to pass it through. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Oh, that's a key interception. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He has a look up. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Iwobi is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. He's picked his way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Zanetti in acres of space out wide. Oh, that's nice. And it's Vieira. And here's Dembele.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Hullet.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Nicely aimed pass. Zanetti, and he's there to make the challenge. That's a throw. And it's Yaya Toure. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Iwobi. And that has put paid to that. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. And that's put paid to a promising move. The ball has bounced loose now. Threads one in. Well timed, excellent interception. Olise tries to play it through. Van Dijk. Araujo. And it's Zanetti. Varane simply refused to be outdone there.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's Maldini. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Hullet. Might be danger here. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! And he's quick to get it clear again.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Hullet. And he's... Hullet!
Hullet really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Pepe has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Now that's well seen too. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He might be in here! He's had a shot! He's got a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And we've reached half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time.
Substitutions taking place.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Pele going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Cruyff.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, what a climb! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And he's got his cross in. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Rafinha. Yeah, that looks a decent ball. It's a pretty loose pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Dembele. And they win it back again.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Yaya Toure. Van Dijk.
That's going in strongly.
Iwobi.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Dembele. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. 60 minutes played. Not the most accurate pass. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Terrific header. Now, how often do you see that?
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Up he goes! And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co
Job saying.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
everybody,
The
and
fans have
welcome
pulled
to
out all
today's
the stops
match.
to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn, his understanding of the landscape around him, the intelligence in reading defensive positioning, all those factors which can make him unplayable when he's truly unsung.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him.
That ball looks a good one, and he's managed to get free.
Big chance! In he goes again! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Can he finish?
Club America would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
That is lovely. And this is Hullet.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Picked out brilliantly. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of
It's Dembele! That's another chance. There it is!
And that takes him up to double figures, the first significant goal-scoring landmark. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Club America finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Chooses to go.
Decent chance! And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Zanetti. Yaya Toure.
Turns back here, probably the best option. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
And the score is 1-0.
Vieira can see things others simply cannot. And it's Bellingham. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Hangs one. Big header! Maldini gets good distance on it. Messi. And now the breakaway.
Vieira.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Tries a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Yaya Toure.
Nicely weighted ball, and he's picked it up out wide. Zanetti. Nesta proves too strong, too smart. Zola has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Messi. Now it's Messi. And a shot! They've scored! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
That could spell trouble. It could be in here. Cristiano Ronaldo! Played out to the right.
Zanetti.
Cruyff. Yaya Toure.
Is always scanning the pitch for targets.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Just a talking to, I think.
Yes, it is. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. They're taking a moment to consider their options.
And this is Cruyff. Cristiano Ronaldo. Saliba with the slide tackle there. It's Dembele!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Dembele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Zanetti goes short. Backward it goes. Club America are looking to go forward now. Played out wide.
He rises! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it.
2
Clearly
added
came in
minutes
when
has
no one
been
was
indicated.
expecting it, and it was drilled.
A probing pass.
Good ball over the top.
Oh, it's Dembele. Serves up across. Threads one in. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele has been caught there. It's a foul. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's half-time here. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
The midway point of the game.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
We are glad to inform you that today's match day programs are available from stands located by the gates. I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs.
So it's back to business.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And it's Cruyff. Zanetti. And this takes a shot! There it is!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? It's a good run down the left-hand side. Goes for a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Cleared without complication. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And that is a little undercooked. Nesta spots it and intercepts. Zola quietly revving up. Almost an hour gone. And here's Dembele. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And here's Zola. And that's Cristiano Ronaldo! He has done it! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Substitution on the field. Number 6.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 17.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Number 10.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Number 9.
Out towards the flank. Nice. He gets big. And yes, it's there! Into the lead once more.
Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
Superb timing to generate that power through a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substitution.
So there's going to be another change here. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Looking for the run. Mbappe gets into some space.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
That's a good run down the left. Bellingham. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Zanetti receives it in a good position here.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Nicely spread. Van Dijk. And the cross shoots! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities, always fancies himself no matter what the situation.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
The changes then in quick succession.
Bellingham. Coming on to replace him is number 14.
Gattuso. Back in possession and ready to go again. Pelé. Gattuso. That's a lovely, neat pass.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Club America looking to pass their way through.
Club America really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Vieira. Club America disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Can he get it through? Zanetti. And it's Yaya Toure. Tries to pass it through. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And he hits the net. And surely that does it. Perfect time. Decisive strike. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Gattuso. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Played back. Gattuso. It's a pretty loose pass. Yamal. Well, that pass isn't the best. Vieira. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Pelé.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
There will be
Added
4
minutes has
extra
been
minutes.
indicated.
And it's Zanetti. Nice looking ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And reclaimed it in a trice. Zanetti. Yaya Toure. Collar. Might be danger here. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that's that. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round.
Just a quick announcement,
Voted man of
and
the
an
match,
exciting one
and
too. We're about to
deservedly
announce-
so.